Melania Trump delivers statement at White House denying ties to Epstein and knowledge of his crimes. Let's take a look.
Here's the First Lady, Melania Trump.
With the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards.
This is a very strange thing that Melania Trump chose to do today. And I think it's because of the fake news flying around of what I suspect is a AI photo of Melania sitting on Jeffrey Epstein's lap that people are claiming Macron posted. And it's I know that this is totally like boomer slop because my boomer dad brought it up to me and I was like, Dad, that's probably fake news. I searched and searched far and wide to try to fucking figure out like where this was sourced from, and no credible outlet has reported on it. I don't think that the photo is real, and I definitely don't think that Macron posted it anywhere. So that's where it's coming from. Now, of course, there is truth to the fake news, and that is that Melania, regardless of what she's saying, okay, Melania, regardless of what she's saying right now, is one of Jeffrey Epstein's girls. She was a part of the I think it was the modeling agency that Jeffrey Epstein was affiliated with under the French guy. What's his face? I think it was the French guy, right? So yes. Jean-Luc Brunel. Or no, it's not. It's Paola Zampoli. She's all over the Epstein files. She is directly affiliated with Jeffrey Epstein. And yes, Donald Trump did meet her through the Epstein orbit. Okay? Yeah. Melania director Brett Ratner pictured cuddling woman in Epstein files. And I that's not, I guess people are claiming that this is Melania Trump maybe, but the reality is Melania is affiliated with Jeffrey Epstein, and Melania did know Jeffrey Epstein very well. That's a lie that she says she doesn't know Jeffrey Epstein. And Melania met Trump through Jeffrey Epstein's orbit. So all of that is true. Why is she coming out to deliver remarks on this affiliation and like lie about it? I don't know why. I don't know why now, right?
Humility and respect. I do not object to their ignorance, but rather I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation. I never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to the same parties as Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach. To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence. My polite reply to her email doesn't amount to anything more than a trivial note. I am not Epstein's victim. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998. This initial encounter with my husband is documented in detail in my book, Melania. The first time I crossed paths with Epstein was in the year 2000 at an event Donald and I attended together. At the time, I had never met Epstein and had no knowledge of his criminal undertakings. Numerous fake images.
It is a little bit, not to be the woker here, but it is low key kind of white supremacist that she gets to be this like visibly a migrant after being here for, multiple decades without any of the normal nativists, white nativists ever bringing this up as an issue of concern. Okay. Like, can you imagine if she was brown, like not like fake tan brown, but just like actually fucking brown and Trump's wife? I mean, Usha Vance is Indian. She has an infinitely better grasp over the English language, and people still come after her nonstop. I wonder why. She is genuinely an unlikable figure, and yet most people are just like, whatever, she's hot. She's Trump's hot wife, and she's super white, and it's fine. She's super American.
And statements about Epstein and me have been circulating on social media for years now. Be cautious about what you believe. These images and stories are completely false. I'm not a witness or a named witness in connection with any of Epstein's crimes. My name has never appeared in court documents, depositions, victim statements, or FBI interviews surrounding the Epstein matter. I have never had any knowledge of Epstein's abuse of his victims. I was never involved in any capacity. I was not a participant, was never on Epstein's plane, and never visited his private island. I have never been legally accused or convinced of a crime in connection with Epstein's sex trafficking, abuse of minors, and other repulsive behavior.
Bro, that's crazy. Like, this is the classic I've never been convicted of pedophilia t-shirt is bringing up a lot of questions answered by my t-shirt moment. What an incredibly specific and strange thing to say. Did I say convinced or she said convinced? Did I say convinced? I said convicted, right?
Or convinced of a crime.
Oh my God, she said convinced of a crime. Oh my God, she did. Oh my God. That's so, I mean, this is crazy.
In connection with Epstein's sex trafficking, abuse of minors, and other repulsive behavior. The false smears about me from mean-spirited and politically motivated individuals and entities looking to cause damage to my good name, to gain financially and climb politically, must stop. My attorneys and I have fought these unfounded and baseless lies with success and will
She also said these photos have been calculating around the internet for years. Nice.
Continue to maintain my sound reputation without hesitation. To date, several individuals and companies have been legally obligated to publicly apologize and retract their lies about me, such as Daily Beast, James Carville, and HarperCollins, UK. Now is the time for Congress to act.
It is very strange for her to come out and do this, though, even if she's trying to get ahead of some new leak. Because what is the number one thing that people constantly say that I kind of get annoyed with, where they're like, oh, we're waging this war against Iran because Trump wanted to hide the Epstein files, right? I don't agree with that, but it doesn't change the reality that the Epstein files is something that his base is demanding, and they want to learn more about his direct affiliations with Jeffrey Epstein and the affiliations of his wife with Jeffrey Epstein. And this brings that Epstein case back into the forefront, back into the main topic. Very strange. I could see this as maybe her diving on a bullet potentially so that we don't talk about Iran and instead talk about Epstein maybe. That could be something. There could be something there. Because, like, the Iran situation is technically far more consequential than the Jeffrey Epstein situation, right? Because you can just, like, yap away about the Jeffrey Epstein stuff and get the cult to be on board, whatever, right? But you can't out-yap gas prices. You just can't do that. No matter how hard you say, oh, this is fucking bullshit, we're winning the war in Iran. If no ships are passing the Strait of Hormuz, gas prices are not going to normalize. There's going to be shortages around the world and eventually in the United States of America as well. So people are going to see it. People are going to see it when it hits their wallets. Twitter is fine on my phone, by the way. It's just not working on my PC for some reason.
Epstein was not alone. Several prominent male executives resigned from their powerful positions after this matter became widely politicized. Of course, this doesn't amount to guilt, but we still must work openly and transparently to uncover the truth. I call on Congress to provide the women who have been victimized by Epstein with a public hearing specifically centered around the survivors. Give these victims their opportunity to testify under oath in front of Congress with the power of sworn testimony. Each and every woman should have her day to tell her story in public if she wishes, and then her testimony should be permanently entered into the congressional record. Then, and only then, we will have the truth. Thank you.
Secretary Lutnick to continue serving.
And then she just fucks off. So strange. What the fuck is this?
After refusing to reopen the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, never said Trump is innocent, by the way. Yeah, because he's not. Let's be real. Yeah, I don't get it. Very weird. I don't know. It's one of those things that just came out of fucking like no one was asking for this. No one was like, ooh, I wonder what Melania's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein looks like. You know, it's a very, very fucking strange thing that she chose to do on her own. Jacqueline Alemany, host of The Weekend at MS Now, says, just got off a quick call with President Trump, who said he didn't know anything about FLOTUS's statement, First Lady of the United States statement, prior to her on-camera appearance, but that he was in a meeting about the war and couldn't speak further. She didn't know him, he added before hanging up, referring to Epstein. What the fuck is happening, bro? What is it's a madhouse over there, man. It is. What the fuck is going on? What the absolute shit is happening in this White House? I can't tell. Is this a psyop? Like what? A palace coup is taking place. Melania is going to be the next president.